Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Janae. It is October 29th, 2014 when I'm making this video. And I'm making this video because I came across a story on Twitter of a young man who went by the name of DJ Kill Bill 313. He committed suicide. And apparently he had pretty much documented his whole day before he jumped into, I believe it was Lake Michigan. I'm not completely sure. There's not really a story on it. It was just mostly people tweeting about it. In suicide, it's been a few people that have committed suicide this year. Of course, Robin Williams, most notably. And I had a very close friend of mine. His name was Chenard. And he committed suicide. Me and Chenard went to middle school together. And we went to college together. And he shot his wife. And he later killed himself later on that day. April, actually, she lived. She got shot several times, but she's actually living. And she's in rehab. And she's trying to, regain her life back fully now. But I know a lot of people come on and say, don't commit suicide, it's bad. What I know for sure is that when people commit suicide, when they even consider suicide, they're in a great deal of pain. And the one thing that they want more than anything is just to feel better. But I know, because I've been on the other side of suicide, that one moment, even though it feels so painful and it's so bad, that there is life outside of it. When my friend Chenard died, he died in April of 2014. I actually hadn't had a conversation with him in actually 7 years. I actually got a chance to see him just on the highway driving by, and I was like, oh, that's Chenard. I saw his truck. And I actually got to get his attention, and he smiled at me. That was like the best goodbye I've ever had in my life. That was on Monday. And Friday morning was when he shot his wife, and he killed himself Friday afternoon. But I can also tell you that I've been there. In late 2010, I was in a great deal of pain myself. And yeah, I tried. I definitely tried. And it was such a painful place for me at the time. Like, I just didn't want to do it no more. At the time, my health issues were beginning to peak, and I was fresh out of surgery, and I was so many negative thoughts and so many things going through my head. I just figured, you know what? I'm just going to give this a try. And I remember being in my apartment at the time and just closing out the windows, making it as dark as I possibly could. And I didn't succeed. And I tried twice. And after that second time, when it didn't go through, I figured, you know what? I give up. I felt more defeated than I felt leading into the thoughts of suicide. But I can tell you that I've had a lot of good life since that moment in 2010. I've actually bought a house, sold a house, I've moved, I've been happy, I found my purpose in life. So understand when I say that there is life on the other side of that pain. There is life outside of any dark moment that you ever have. And I understand, because we all have those moments. We all have those times when we feel like just giving up, and the pain is so unbearable, and you're tired of dealing with it, and you feel like there's really no way out. But I can promise you, there is a way out. One of the main ways you can get yourself out of that is to not give into those thoughts, that negativity. When they say an idle mind is the devil's playground, trust me, it is. Get yourself out of that negativity. Get yourself out of those bad thoughts. And sometimes all it takes is for you to get yourself out of the house and get yourself around people. When you're by yourself, everything is worse. When you're the only person thinking it through, when you're the only person dealing with it, it all seems that bad. Trust me, I know it ain't that bad. It might seem like it is, but find you somebody to talk to. There's somebody out there who you think will, who you know you can talk to. Just reach out. And you know what? If you can't think of one person in your life, there's hotlines, there's clergy, there's people out there. Just don't give up. Because even though I didn't succeed, my friend Chenard did. And when I tell you, I hadn't talked to him in 7 years, but my heart was still broken. Broken. And I know a lot of people say that suicide is selfish. I understand where they're coming from, but I also know what it's like to be in so much pain that you don't want to do it no more. I've been on both sides, and I can tell you that somebody who's been there, there's life outside of it. You just got to get yourself out. And it's a decision. In all of this, it's a decision. Just like you make a decision to try to take your life, you can make a decision to live your life. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. My family goes out to all of those who have lost family members due to suicide. It's painful. It hurts, and I remember just thinking when Chenard killed himself, I was thinking, how mad I was. Because even though it had been 7 years, why didn't he call me? Why didn't he reach out to me? But then I began to realize how sad I was. Because I knew that in order for my friend to do something like that, he had to be in a lot of pain. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. There is life on the other side of suicide. There is life. There is the other side to suicide. Go get your life. It's worth living.